So I'm going to start off on one lake. These two lakes, there's this one here, as you can see, and the next one, and they're joined by a short strip of land, and there's a pipe that runs through between them, and on both sides it seems to attract the silvers. So obviously that's where the pike sit. I'm going to fish the furthest lake first, the pipe, and then I will move every hour or so, and I'll, as you can see, that this will probably be the second swim I fish. It's very still today, so it's the 3rd of December. Okay, I'm just going to take you through my simple ledger rig. I'm not going to cast far, and it's about a 2 ounce lead there, and it's only just so that the rig won't actually move when the pike takes it. I use a floating boom just to keep the line out of all the muck, and to make sure it's free flowing when the pike takes. The rig comes with a little cover here. This is to stop this rolling up over the swivel. These actually come with quite a long tail, like long tapered tail on them, but I'm using braid, and it's absolute pain in the arse to thread it through, so I just tend to cut it off. It still does the same job. So this then sits over the top swivel. I've got a clip on it so that when I get a fish, I just unclip it in the net, and then I can take the trace away. And then this is a standard shop bought trace. I used to make my own up, but they're so good nowadays that I've just got a standard shop bought trace. It's one of the I always like to have semi-barbed hooks. So there's one barbed hook, and the other 2 hooks are no barb. The barbed hook goes into the bait, and obviously the no barbed hook sits proud, and hopefully they're the ones that will hook the fish. Now, given my eyesight's not great as I get older, I always put these little flags on the barbed hook so that I know which one's barbed and which one goes in the bait when I'm rebaiting in a hurry. And that's it. Very simple rig. Again, must be free flowing. Okay, one thing pike hate is any resistance, and to that end, if you look at my bite indication, I'll use a backbiter, and I will fish with an open bail arm. And the advantage of the backbiter is that when the line gets taken and the alarm drops off, it will just continually sound. So even if it's just a fish picking it up and dropping it, you actually have to investigate it because the alarm's going off. Unlike front alarms, which would obviously stop beeping as soon as the line goes off. It's a great aid to make sure that you don't get any deep hooked fish, because they can actually sit doggo sometimes, especially when the water's very, very cold. They'll pick the bait up and they'll sometimes just sit doggo, and that's when you can get deep hooked fish. So it's always worth striking at any movement you get in the line. Better to miss a fish than actually get a deep hooked one. And the likelihood is, if you do miss a fish, it's likely to have been a smaller one. Most big ones you'll hook as soon as they've actually got the bait in their mouths. Right, let's get this baited up. I'm going to be using sardines first off, and I think I've said before, I get these at Lidl's. They're about £3.60 for a dozen, so in the frozen section, frozen sardines, so well worth getting. Okay, these are my little sardines. Also really good value for money. One of these freezer boxes good, keeps your bait nice and cold, although today I'm not sure that we're going to have that problems. Always like to hook my fish so that assuming that the pike is going to take it head first, so the top hook will go in the tail root there, and then next hook about 2/3 of the way down the body there. The idea being the pike will take it that way. Now with sardines, they are, while they're frozen, they're great, but they do go very, very soft. Great bait really have an awful lot of oil in them, so they're really, really good, attractive bait, but they are soft. So I use a lot of bait elastic just to make sure it stays on more than one cast, otherwise it gets very expensive. Okay, probably come up to about 1 o'clock now. As you can see, we've moved swims. This is the other side of the outflow. So as you can see, I've got one floatfish just in the margin, just near margin. I'll probably later on I'll pop that onto a ledger and pop it over the far margin. And that rod is right down, that's the other side of the outflow that goes to the lake I was fishing earlier. I've changed the bait on that one, and I've got a mackerel tail on there just so that it will stand the casting a bit better. And as you can see, the Kelly kettle's on. Funny old day. Well, it might be a bit bright. That first frost might have just turned them off a bit, but I'd have expected something by now. I don't know if we got one or not. Oh yeah, I don't think it's big. Oh, it's dropped it. Oh, yep. I picked that up straight away. Buried itself in some weed. I don't know what is this. I've not lost it again, surely. Is it or isn't it? Oh, it's got wrapped up in the trace. Sandy Harry. Hang on. Stay there. There you go. Perfect. Let's pop you down the bottom. Excellent. Oh, you are a nice fish. Big head. Okay, yeah, 7.5. Cold coffee as normal. We're just resting there in the weigh sling, and we'll pop her back, or him. Big head, so probably later in the season go a bit more, but happy, so struggling. Right, let's put him back. Come on. Lovely markings. Look at you. Ready? Go on. Beautiful. Okay, it's getting a bit later now, so I've changed over to, it's probably about 2 o'clockish, although it looks a light, it looks a lot later. So I've got both rods now on ledgered baits. So what I'm going to do is I've got some bait I was using earlier. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of this. What I've got here is a couple of bits of sardine just into where I'm fishing. There you go. Okay, it's getting to about, I think it's about 2:30ish now. It's been a lovely day. The light's going a bit now, so I thought I'd do this little piece of camera now. So it's the 3rd of December, and hopefully before Christmas I'll do another session at Pittsford Water, and that will probably take me up to Christmas then. So next year, I tend to follow the old seasons, so I'll probably carry on piking up until around March time, and then I'm going to have some time down on Dartmoor when the old trout season kicks in, and probably on the East Dart above Post Bridge, trying to catch some of the wild brownies there. So anybody who does fly fish, please don't judge me, because it's a few years since I've done it. So I'll dust off all my gear and give that a go, and then probably come June-ish sort of time, I'll start on the carp and the tench, and then move. What I normally do is then try a little bit on the rivers after that, and then back into the pike fishing. So as I say, I'm just an average angler, just come out here to enjoy myself really. So thanks for all those people that watched the last video, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again.